only was it exhausting, but the supplies they managed to hoard were extremely limited. Only a few players who used their powers for illegal activities managed to snag themselves a villa and build a shelter in the basement. But a basement is the very first thing to flood. Meanwhile, I'm sitting back, eating hot pot and watching a live stream. The streamer was hiding behind some curtains, secretly filming what was happening in the building across the street. A player was using fire manipulation to plunder supplies. Guys, this isn't CGI. This isn't some cosplayer either. This is a real-life superhuman. He used to be a security guard in our complex. Now he's using fire to melt through doors. This is the 10th apartment he's robbed. My fellow awakened player ended up alerting the NPCs. A large squad of special police entered the complex on search and rescue boats. Armed with rifles, they surrounded the building. Brothers, this is the first time I've ever seen a real shootout. That guard's fire is insane. He melted that heavy iron gate in an instant. The special forces breached the building. Gunfire erupted violently. Countless windows were blown out by the surging flames. Explosions thunder one after another, shaking the air. Suddenly, a figure is hurled from the top floor of a building. They plummet rapidly, disappearing into the churning floodwaters. It doesn't take long. On the global game announcement board, a player's name fades to gray, another life extinguished. In the player world's chat interface, Kui Yingrui is trying to talk to me again. Let's form an alliance. Look, we're classmates. Our ID numbers are right next to each other. If we team up, we can definitely make it to the end. I know you can see these messages. Say something. My mental control ability is incredibly strong. You don't even have a power. When the time comes, I can help you deal with the other players. I continue to ignore him. Form an alliance with him? Wait until we're the only two left. So he can use that mental control to KO me and become the sole winner? Is he underestimating my IQ? Or overestimating his own? No water, no power. Food is running out. 3 months of relentless flooding have crushed the NPC's last hopes. Finally, people reach their breaking point. Driven by desperation, the looting, smashing, and burning begins. Players are hiding among the chaos, just trying to claw out a chance at survival. But superpowers are impossible to hide forever. They've caught the attention of the higher-ups. The authorities have issued an arrest warrant for all awakened. Anyone caught with powers is being dragged off to research labs. Yet, the world I'm living in feels like a completely different reality. I spend my days strolling around the island, soaking up the sun, checking in on how the vegetables are growing, inspecting my submarine and private jet. Future Island is a literal paradise. I've never felt more at peace, but all good things must come to an end. I was finally sold out. An anonymous message pops up on the global chat. Player 99 is the richest person in the world. He definitely built a bunch of shelters before the apocalypse started. If we find Player 99, every single one of us can survive. The long silent global chat explodes instantly. I saw the news. I figured the world's richest man would be one of us, but I didn't know which one. So it's number 99. To think it was actually the legend himself. You? Are you trying to die alone? Sending only a few of us in. How cruel and heartless can you be? Yeah, players like this should be eliminated. Fin New Helfems and we live. I crack my wrists and type a message into the global chat. Everyone calm down. I am Player 99. If you want shelters, I can provide them. Quit playing games. If you don't talk, we'll hunt you down. We'll strip you of your resources and kill you. I smirk and keep typing. However, I only built shelters in 4 locations: China, the US,